Well, what a day we've had. We didn't eat breakfast. We were getting out of here about 11 in the morning, and we got over to a place called San Jose de Gracia to see a sculpture, the fifth largest in the entire country of Mexico, called Cristo Roto, which is kind of funny because I guess I could tell a little Protestant joke. I don't think it'll hurt. Getting to heaven does cost an arm and a leg. So look up Cristo Roto and you'll see what I mean by that. So anyway, we're getting ready for the Mass at 1:30, and my daughter's like, I want some chips. I'm like, no chips. And she's like, oh, come on, I just want some chips. I'm like, no. And then she's, plays that whole huggy-wuggy thing with me. I'm like, get away from me. So I start running. She runs after me. I'm doing serpentine, just cutting here and there, and she can't get a hold of me. And all of a sudden, she turns hard right, and I don't know if she slipped off a rock or what, and bang! She took out her metatarsal just below where the ankle connects the tarsal tarsal bones, and just a little hairline, almost like a boink. Well, you'll see the X-ray, but. So in a fasted state, it was 30 miles there, and a boat ride across the lake, which is like 10 more minutes, and a whole bunch of drama while she was laying down and going into shock, and her foot swelling, and Isabel's like, walk it off, and I'm like, try to breathe. Good parents. And so she's, a couple of times she's turning bleach white. I mean, whiter than she is, and she's whiter than me. And so anyway, we hobble her down the hill, get her to the boat, and we get the boat back. They allow me to drive all the way down to the boat dock to get her. And then we get her, 30 miles back. We have to stop off, get some paperwork for the hospital. IMS, by the way, very cool. The whole thing, in and out the door, we get over there. I want to say we were over there by about 2:30 or so. Weren't we there about 2:30? Kara? Were we there about 2:30, do you think, to the hospital?
Let me check.
So she's
I don't know, something like that. Probably.
maybe a little later. And then, and we're here at home already at, looks like 25 to 8. So that's not bad. Considering a break, and they, took her into X-ray, and then, I guess she's going to get some little booties. But the whole, and then driving here and there and back and forth. But the whole thing is, and I guess I told that whole story to tell you, I've been fasting for 30 hours. And I'm wide awake because of my stable glucose level, of course. Breathing myself, because, a dad's worried about his kid. And no panicking, no yelling, no shouting, no freaking out. Everyone's like, I'm like, dude, get off the glucose, stop eating tacos, and leave us alone. We're fine. No, everyone's really attentive, trying to help, doing whatever they could. Like 8 times somebody asked about an ambulance. I'm like, oh, I could use a helicopter. Life flight would be good, but no. So we're home now, and while she was at the first hospital doing the triage, we went over and bought some Little Caesars pizza, which I am not going to eat. Although I will eat some cheese and some pepperoni. They can have all that nasty ass bread and stuff. And then we had to run her over to the hospital number 1, and that's where they did the X-rays and stuff. So I was just kind of hanging out in the car, doing some other videos, ranting, getting mad about really bad nutritional advice after people abuse themselves on their New Year's Eve dinner, or supper, actually, because they eat late. And anyway, I'll share that video with you. But the cool thing is that I drove, 60, 70, probably 80 miles today in Mexican traffic. Trust me, I don't even want to hear it. The difference between the United States and Mexico is when I drive in the United States, I feel like I have an entire freeway of I could do this and still stay in the lines, okay? We're talking about, all right? So anyone who's driven here knows. Okay. Got freaked out in the least, got beeped at once because the dude didn't know, like, I guess it was 3 lanes, not 2, but whatever. I was just blah, 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 and he's like, blah, like, what, bruh? So real stable blood sugar, real stable mental, plenty of energy. Kara and I, even Kara was fasting like forever. Cities was fasting. And she's hiked up on Carolina and hiked up on me, and we're kind of just walking her down. And she is not the lightest kid in the world. I mean, she's not fat by any means, but she has those big Polish rustic bones and big muscles. You know, she's a big girl. Anyway, I got home, and while I was home, I took another hit of apple cider vinegar, Himalayan sea salt, and a big old bunch of water. I have a slight headache just because I did get a lot of sun today. You can probably see the color. Let's see, do it again. Yeah, so I got some color today, which always gives me a little headache if I'm too insolarized. But I'll drink some more water, and we're gonna eat. So this will be a 30-hour fast. Really cool. I don't mind it. I'm gonna make myself. I've just, ever since I saw this yesterday on America's Test Kitchen, I just had to make myself some smash burgers, but keto style, of course. I'm gonna wrap them in lettuce, and I am of course going to still be hungry, so I'm gonna probably make myself several wings. I'll put them on I'll make a 2-egg omelet, I think, with some cheese, and I put the wings on, and I microwave it, and it all melts together. It's like so delicious. I love carnivore. You have no idea. So anyway, that's that. And we'll get this video uploaded probably tomorrow morning, unless I have some more time here tonight to do it. I'll pop it up there. Cool. So fasting is definitely a winner. Fasting is we had the day from hell. I mean, what if your kid broke her foot and you're just running all over the place, and it's the whole drama started about 1:15, and here we are at 7:45. I guess my little carbaholic daughters and wife are like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'm like, I mean, if you told me dude, you're not gonna be able to eat till tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, whatever. And it's not hard. It's not hard to do it all. Could I? Yeah, but again, I want to sit with them. I really do. Ghrelin isn't very high right now for me. It's like one of those things, like if we weren't doing anything and it was like a little later and I just was going to go to bed, then I would just go to bed. So probably get eaten here. Probably by 9 we'll be eating, and that'll give me a real nice 17-hour fast for the next day for our Monday. So how's your New Year going? All right. We'll talk soon, guys. Bye.